The DBR. Ladies and gentlemen, I tell you, we're going to play Princess Evangile semi-blind. I'm gonna act this out in this episode or maybe next episode. We'll see. Okay, then, we're getting the real deal now. Let's do it because some pumped our arms slightly. Ritsuko, please don't hate me if you lose. Right, I know what I said before, but if I really decided to turn these around, I'll know it was probably because of your power. If I really decided to support, still show those signs of increasing. The vote was for 18th of next month. The campaign was in its second half already. Look at those shaft people. They'll be all, what? The other Kingdom Mikado is doing speeches? Do best, I'm rooting for you. Not as your rival in Royal Society, but as your little sister. Thank you. Every day after that, Ayaka-san stood out in the cold campaign for school reform. Now she seemed very nervous during her son speaking in front of people. By contrast, Rizu-san was calm and collected from the start. But gradually she found her way. The most important thing was that she was speaking from the heart. Part of why I noticed it, of course, was because I knew their family circumstances. But the audience wasn't seriously, and they didn't seem to take it too badly at all. However, Tenbin must have felt concerned about it because she came to every speech watching Ayaka-san from a distance. Rizu-san Sharon was beside her. Yeah, so he changed. To be honest, I expected to see her as passionate about anything. The heart of Masako was the best thing that ever happened to her. She asked us way. She was just like Tomi-san. Tomi? She even told me before. What happened to her? Nothing. Tomi was your best friend. Back in school days, wasn't she? You always together, I still remember. Were we really? What? So Tomi-san were really friends at all. Do you see that you weren't? Sakura was certainly. She had always been very restrained, but lately she's been letting more come to the surface. Treasure, big Tomi-san. Terribly. I know. Sakura was shocked by that. She stared down at Shoan's petite body. So she did tell somebody. See, she's invitation as a spirit, so I suppose I can tell you. She spoke to me about you and your husband's affair. So she didn't know about it. Tomi-san, what did Tomi-san say about it, woman? What good would it do to know this late date? Good? She has survived, there might have been a point to it, but Tomi passed away almost 20 years ago. What good would you pass on words if someone said so very long ago? That's... You said that she forgave you? What if she said she hated you? The past time, Misako. Let the past be the past, never changing. Let the future be the future, always changing. Let the present dictates your actions. Let your values keep you steadfast in this belief. I think it would be better if face the present remained interrupted by the past. It sounds like that to the future very recently. Who could it have been? It appears to be over. Silent pause brought Misako back to reality. Students were replying fervently. Actually, I'd always been seen as an outsider. Misako never thought a day would come when she would be accepted by the students like this. She's formidable. I know what happens here. Ayaka will graduate soon. Whether Misako stays here or not has nothing to do with her. Why is more hard to school reform? Members, do you know the reason? Or do you not? Misako's face twisted as if in pain. But in the end, I'm finding I don't know anything about Ayaka-san. I see. I never tried to know anything. So long, Ayaka and I. So that's the way to start. You'll be mother and daughter for the rest of your lives. So that's that way, then she shook her head back and forth like a child. All the while the thought ran through her mind. All this time it turned my eyes away from the truth. When it comes to the truth, I want to point out that in episodes 3, 4, and 5, say about the truth. In 3, Pedro says you can't close your eyes and cover your ears. So before you're searching for the truth, and in 5, you're trying to tell me about the truth. I'll figure it out as soon as I get around to it. That's that though. So you said yourself this is really exhausting. Yes, I'm holding her neck around and working out knots in her shoulders. It was amazing though. Things do turn around. I know we almost see you, Ayaka-sama. Thank you for saying that. They were shocked, weren't they? So you asked passionately about something.
最初から期待を一身に背負っていたリセは損だったわね。
The expectations. I know Nerisse, but she's had to wait everyone's expectations from the start.
いずれにしろ選挙は立候補者一人でやるものではないですから、私としては言うことなしです。
Either candidate cannot conduct an election campaign by herself. I have no complaints at all.
勝てればね。
So let's win anyway. Yes.
話は変わるけど、老船員香織さんってリセのお母さんよね。
Yeah, but would Roseanne Kaori-san be a mother, you say?
そうですけど。
Let's go about her.
うちのお母様が学生時代香織さんと仲良しだったかどうか知ってる？
Did Roseanne Kaori-san during her school days?
校長先生と？そう。
Ambitious? I didn't really seem taken off guard by the subject.
校長先生の下の名前、何だったかしら？
I didn't know his first name by chance.
美佐子の？
Misako.
ああ、じゃあ確かに仲良しだったかもしれないですね。その名前、母がよく口にしていましたから。
Oh, they might have been close. Mother says the name quite often.
けれど、それが何か？
What about it?
事情を説明する前に、あともう一つ聞かせて。と言っても、さすがに知らないかな。
There's one thing before I explain, though you might not actually know.
香織さんとうちのお母様って、ロザリオの交換をしたりしたのかしら？
Hikari-san and mother exchange rosaries?
単独コンフェッションのことですか？
Attempts to confession, you mean?
そう、
Yes.
多分。
Probably. Lisa nodded and spoke as if making an excuse.
私のお母さん、昔話が好きなんです。それで、知ってるんですけど。
Well, let's talk about the past. That's why I know.
そっか。やっぱりそういうことだったのね。
I see, so it's just as I thought.
リセのお母さんだもの。香織さんも現役時代はそれは人気者だったんじゃない？
She was your mother, so I assume Hikari-san was quite popular back in school?
はあ、みたいですけど。
I admit she was.
なるほどね。それでお母様はグランデボートで負けたわけね。
I see, so someone lost the grand vote.
タミエさんが出馬したのも一種の三角関係があったからなのかしら。
It would be a isosceles triangle, but a triangle nonetheless. You sound upset because of the sort of triangle between them. What?
失礼。みんな。
Excuse me, everyone. That's how it's right, everyone except for Lisa-san.
ちょっと4人だけで話したいことがあるの。席を外してもらってもいいかしら。
Okay, well, it's just the four of us. Would you mind leaving us alone for a minute? I would like to ask for the whole situation.
そんなことが。
I can't believe it.
それで一つリセに協力をお願いしたいんだけど、いいかしら。
That should help with one thing. Do you think you can?
もちろん私にできることであれば。
Of course, I'll do anything that I can.
ありがとう。
Thanks.
前に彩香様言っていましたよね。自分でも学園の変革を望むようになったと。
Yes, I say what you want. Did you come to want to go from her yourself?
それにはそういう事情があったんですね。
Is that the reason why? Yeah, I guess so.
まあね。
Yeah, I guess so.
それで明日なんだけど。
Yeah, about tomorrow. Here we go. The next day, after the grand vote, Alex visited the headmistress to speak to her.
これで私にも物申す資格ができました。そうですよね、お母様。
Should I go pack? You don't want to speak to you, don't you think, Mother?
リセはソレイユ・デコールと歌われた生徒です。結局その意向が強かったというだけでしょう。
I get to stay. I get to stay for another year. You know how this is. You know how that makes me feel. It's just way too cold. Just shows that Rufus was stronger in the end. Yeah, since the accent started helping his portfolio started going up. Especially the the accent started with a hand.
それいうデコール。それはきっとお母様にとっても懐かしい単語なんでしょうね。
So it's cool. It's watchy, doesn't it?
何が言いたいんです？
What are you suggesting?
別に。
Nothing in particular.
娘として糾弾してあげてもよかったんだけど、それでは結局お母様は救われないみたいですね。
He was waiting to his daughter. Bertha couldn't save you in the end. Maybe shook her head, looking somehow exhausted.
私はもういいのよ。
I'm finished.
いいって何？
Finished? With what?
富江さんははるか昔に死んでしまった。今さら何をどうしたところで私の罪は。
Just died long ago. Now what happens now? My sin. Also, all these have speaking of him, but now our expectation was severe.
何が？もういいよ。
What do you mean you're finished?
なら私はどうなるのよ。
So what am I supposed to do?
彩香さん。私はずっと
always she read him, Mrs. Her eyes red. Head down if it avoid me her gaze. It also was really hard, no matter what you say. The result of grand vote wasn't just because of Rikisan. Like I said, the Akasan was really hard. Who did this help the school out of its financial problems? It did to make you open your eyes.
いいのよ、マサヤ君。
Where you going, Masaya-kun? She put my hand back, the wiped at the corner of her eye.
もう行きましょう。
Let's just go. Are you sure? The Akasan's eyes in concern. It'd be best if we could just settle things here, but God seems to sympathize, but not friendly nonetheless. Then you pulled me by the hand out of the room. He also out of breath, as if she'd been holding it all the time.
結局、一芝居打たないといけないことになっちゃったわね。
Because it was a good performance. I was worried again. Didn't want Akasan to have to play a role anymore.
ま、うまくいくかどうかはわからないけど、私もリセも演技なんかできないもの。
Does this play the Drama Club? Can I join it just to prove a point? Hello to go. We sent out access after all. Yeah.
そんな顔しないの。
Don't be like that. Akasan smiled and patted my cheek lightly.
これが最初で最後だし、それにこれは私のためでもあるんだし。
It's the first and last time, and it's for my sake too. Mary Shia glared at the headmistress red-eyed. I've always knew what she was going to say after that. That's how Akasan really felt.
じゃあ、ゆうべ話した通りやるわよ。
Let's do what we discussed last night. Right. Sakura sent an email from Osena and it came to the future that night. It was dark, and light was the starlight streaming in from the outside. Maybe there's no one there? This plan's better than mine was. That couldn't be. So sign up the offices sounded louder than usual. As she walked, she felt like she was slipping into her own past. Slipping into the body of a beautiful young maiden who knew nothing of the world and its hardships. This is not for women of her age. Those of his nets have a serious power to keep people locked in one state indefinitely. So much so that no matter how many years have passed since graduation, the innocence of memory had a hold on her. He had thought there was no light inside, but there was actually a candle on the altar. So I found myself drawn further and further into the past. Chanting the month at the end of her second year, that was her fondest memory of her school days. She used to barely believe it. Kaori-sama, the most popular girl in school, which means that Risei's mom's title became Risei's title. Showing genius that such a person would choose her. He did up like a shot.
香織様。
Hurry-sama.
美佐子さん
Sako-san. The other days one was the same, but now the sound of her first name had forming in her ears.
イエスあなたはずっと罪から逃れ隠れようとしていたエデンの園で旧約の神から隠れようとした人たちのようにね
Both fled from her sin, tried to hide it, just as man in the Garden of Eden tried to hide from the eyes of God.
美佐子さんあなたは親友を裏切ったエデンの園で人が神を裏切ったように
Sako-san, you betrayed your best friend, just as man betrayed God in the Garden of Eden.
罪を犯したからには断罪しないといけないわね
Excuse me for a second. Sorry about that, I started bleeding, so I'm just taking care of it. Holding it up to the mark. Those sin must receive punishment. Did it close itself? No, it's still there.
私は美佐子さんを決して許さない
I can never hear you, Misako-san.
だから美佐子さんあなたはもう今と同じところにとどまることはできない
Sorry, Misako-san. The world is living now cannot hold.
今と同じところ
The world living now?
塵は塵に帰れと言われてエデンの園を追い出されたように美佐子さんはもう楽園にとどまることは許されないのよ
As man was chased from Eden, told that dust returns to dust, Misako-san, you cannot remain in paradise.
そうして現実に向き合わなければならないわかる
You must leave it and face the truth. Do you understand? I was watching everything from the shadows. 10 minutes fell her knees on me, crying silently. Please, please stop. Maybe I thought she had opened her eyes. Next was her mouth surprised me.
茶番はもうやめなさい
Please, put an end to this farce.
彩香さん
Aka-san. She figured it out. She's still crying badly. Yeah, Aka-san, the master of Florence, didn't seem to know how to react.
ごめんなさいごめんなさい彩香さん
Sorry, I'm sorry, Aka-san.
お母さん
Mother,
あなたにまた辛い思いをさせてしまった
but there's so many awful things. What?
赤の他人の真似をさせて
Treating you like a stranger.
また仮面をかぶらせるようなことを
First you wear a mask again. Has she realized that too?
私は確かにずっと夢を見ていた同じところにとどまることを選んだ
It's true that I've been dreaming for so long. I chose to remain trapped in one place.
そして彩香さんあなたはヨルベナイミを守る術として刀剣を演じることを覚えた
Yeah, so, North ago you learned to play the clown to protect yourself. I was the head mistress with just a sorrowful expression. She also appeared to be a different person from before.
あなたは確かに私がお腹を痛めて産んだ子
You are the child that grew inside me, that I brought into this world. I really am sorry.
いつから気がついていたの？
How long have you known?
部屋で目が覚めて
Where we
自分
room?
が泣いていたことに気がついたとき
I didn't realize I was crying. I really saw the head mistress there, staring down upon her at the witness of her fingers. Past the moment she had remembered everything.
なんで早く言ってくれないのよ
Why didn't say anything sooner?
言えなかった今さらもう母親の顔をするなんてできなかった
You say it's too late. Unfortunately, this is the way some people tend to think. That they can't change the way they are because it's too late to try to be kind to someone. And it's hard for people to change the way they think. Just, you know? Who was now it's too late to be your mother.
遅いなんてことはないのよお母さん
It's never too late, mother.
息子家族なんだからやり直すのに今さらなんていうことはないはずです
Family, never too late to start over. Yushan patted Akasan's back lightly. That urging Akasa walked over the head mistress, tears streaming down her face.
私が許さないと思ったの
Do you think I won't forgive you?
ようこそさっきのは富江さんのセリフ私は違う
First of all, those are Tomi-san's lines. I don't feel that way.
私はずっと
Always
あなたのことを求めていたんだから
always wanted you.
綾香お母さん
If I be tearing up with this. Well. The tears used to flow as if to wash away all the sediment that had collected in their hearts. All that had built up over these long years was now flowing out of them. Such beautiful tears. I could never feel moved. Is that over yet?
それにしてもまさか勝てるとは思わなかったわよねあんた
Before I ruin it, I'm gonna end it here. Next time, let's put Sun Blind. We'll finish off Ayaka's route. And if there's enough time, I'll show something I wasn't gonna show how to research out. Till then.